Well, hello, everybody. Morning, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you are watching or hearing this on this 21st day of March. I know it's looking to be a good one. We're going to go ahead and barbecue, grill some burgers because of, well, how nice it's going to probably end up being and warm. Today, our devotion comes from the Psalms, Psalm 34, verse 17. And so, the Psalm of David, as he writes, says, when the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. This verse, just before the great words, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. We see the nature of so many different emotions. The righteous, they cry for help, the Lord hears, he delivers them, he's near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. There's something deeply honest about this verse, and the Psalms are chock full of those types of things. The emotions, the highs, the lows, the ebb and flow of life, worried for our lives, the afflictions that we face or the struggles we face. It's a reality. David, when he writes, writes from a place of honesty. We know that faith in our Lord does not erase the troubles we go through. We hear numerous times throughout the Old Testament, throughout the Psalms, throughout the Proverbs, trust in God. It doesn't make a person immune to the fear and to the pain and to the hardship, to the difficulties. This psalm is living proof of that. The life of faith is not marked by the absence of struggle, but the reliance upon God in the midst of struggle. Now, Luther and many others in time talked about what was known as, or what is known as, the theology of the cross, where we see that God meets us not in the element of strength and success of our lives, but in weakness, in humility, in suffering. And so in Psalm 34, we also see this truth lived out, this righteousness, this one who makes us righteous does so by faith, not by our own works. And the beauty is that I love the nature of this verse because it says the promise is not that the troubles never come. It's the promise that God continues to listen and delivers. The reality, though, is that deliverance doesn't look exactly the way we expect it to. Sometimes God's rescuing from uh, hardship might look different than how we would expect it. The lifting up and carrying and placing us on safe ground that we don't have to worry about it any longer, or removing it completely so our lives just look completely perfect without any blemish. The reality is that we as humans still struggle, and we sometimes go right back where we don't desire to be. And all along, like a parent pulling their child through while they are kind of kicking and screaming at times away from us. That's sometimes how God is with us, knowing full well that it's for our betterment. We see Christ in his death and his resurrection. Yes, he has delivered us, and that is the ultimate gift, the ultimate answer to every cry away from the power of the devil. This day and always, if you feel worried, fearful, anxious, burdened, my prayer is that you see this verse as permission to cry out, to pray. Go to our Lord in prayer. It's not a sign of weak faith, it is an expression of faith. If you love somebody, you want to tell them, yes, maybe in actions, but also in just giving thanks for who they are. Randomly, I'll get a hug and the response from our son or our daughter, Daddy, I love you. In fact, recently, I posted on my own personal Facebook page that I was at work and received a drop in from an Amazon device, and it stated, Daddy, I love you. And it warmed my heart, but also, this is how God is with us, his children. We call out to him as an expression of faith because it's not just that he hears. It's not just that he hears in some far off distant way and there are echoes. He hears as a loving father who delivers out of trouble and who is near to those broken and to those crushed. This day I pray that you remember who you are, a dearly loved child of God, and that you ask for strength in your faith, both in deliverance and as well in dealing with adverse circumstances. Tomorrow will be the Lord's Day. I would invite you to go to church wherever you attend and hear the good news of Jesus and his salvation, the forgiveness of sins won for us through it. We'll come back here on Monday. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.